and we're here at the ID Tech X show. And who are you?
I'm David Brown, CEO and co-founder of Broadbit Batteries.
And this is the battery.
This is the battery.
This is real.
This is real.
So you have a battery in there?
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. There's a Broadbit battery.
So what's the technology in here?
So in here is a sodium chloride metallic sodium battery. So on the anode side is metallic sodium, and on the cathode side is sodium chloride, table salt.
So this is not lithium ion. It's not lithium ion.
It is not lithium ion, unrelated to lithium ion.
And
I think there's nothing that's the same as lithium ion.
There's no lithium. There's no nothing.
Here are the main ingredients. So we have sodium chloride, we have carbon, we have silicon oxide, sand, and we have sulfur. So those are the main ingredients in the battery.
How much of each and everything? Is that a secret?
That's a secret. I can't tell you that.
So is this really going to be twice as better than lithium ion?
Yeah. So right now, this is what we have here is the first generation. So this cell is what we call our Gen 1 cell, and this is about 300 watt hours per kilogram when we're in production. And then we're also working on the next generation of battery, which should be above 400 watt hours per kilogram when we're in production. So right now these are handmade, so they're not that good yet, but they will be soon.
So 300 watt hours per kilogram. How does that compare with lithium ion?
So the very best lithium ions today are around 250, and a typical one is around 150. So if you're buying the best Panasonic ones, you're around 250.
So you're definitely better already.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. In the coin cell level, we have tested all the different layers, and if you add those layers in their optimal ratio, we're already better. But these are still handmade, nothing is yet optimized, so these are not yet better. So this is about 100 watt hours per kilogram handmade.
Is this safe?
Sure.
You've done all the safety testing?
We have not done all the safety testing,
Because you were talking about safety testing in the last one.
Yeah.
How do you do all this?
Well, there's lots of standard tests. There's fire tests and puncture tests and crush tests and all sorts of different things you do. So we haven't done any of those yet. So we're just making our first cylindrical cell batteries now. And these are, again, made by hand. So
made by hand.
These are not production items yet.
And what changes when it becomes production?
Well, then we can optimize the layers and get better control and uniformity and repeatability. So right now these are literally made, on like your kitchen table with let's like making bread and rolling dough and things like that. So.
And how about recharge cycles?
Yeah, so far we're up to 200, again in prototypes, and we plan to be above 500 in, let's say, 3 to 6 months, and that's when we think we're ready to start going.
Great, no? 500 is like a lithium ion kind of.
Yeah, that's a high energy lithium ion, around 500 to 1,000.
And how much do you lose when you recharge so much? Do you lose some percentage?
Yeah, so the batteries, actually ours are a bit unique in another way. They actually get better for a while, and then they're stable, and then they start to degrade. So
nice.
Different chemistry, very different chemistry than lithium ion.
And these materials right there, can we find them everywhere? Yeah,
those are very common, abundant materials. Very cheap, available everywhere. Nobody controls them. You don't need to worry about blood cobalt or anything like that.
And it totally works.
Yeah.
It's very bright. It powers like it's going to be the cars. It's going to be smartphones. Yeah. It's going to be everything.
Yeah. So we plan to completely replace lithium ion in the future. The first thing we're doing are these cylindrical cells, so applications where you need these.
This is like a standard form factor that's very popular, right?
This is the most popular form factor for cells in battery packs.
I thought it was AA, AAA or something.
No, that's for your home stuff. But in industrial applications, this is the most common.
And then you will do coins, and you will do EV batteries.
Yeah.
How soon? As soon as the Tesla comes over and says, let's do it?
Something like that.
Can you make a Broadbit gigafactory?
Sure. Well, give us some money and we'll make a factory.
How long time does it take?
So we're hoping.
Comes with money.
We're hoping to be in small scale production at the end of next year. That's the goal. I don't know if we can reach that, but we're going to try to be in Q4 next year in small scale production.
Yeah, but small. How about big?
Well, big is next.
Can you get bigger sooner?
Well, we have to go through we're still not done with R&D, as I mentioned. We're now at 200 cycles. We need to get double or triple that to start entering the market. And there's all the safety qualifications, et cetera, et cetera. So there's still a lot of work to do before we're actually on the market.